What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's Maverick here. I hope you all are having an awesome day so far. So a little over a year ago, I made this video about my experience taking minoxidil to try to grow a beard. Okay, real quick, guys, I forgot to mention that minoxidil is the active ingredient in Rogaine and all of those other topical hair loss treatments. I've always been a hard gainer. I could never really grow strong facial hair, so I seeked out in the internet, right? I searched it up on YouTube and I came across a whole community of people who were attempting to grow a beard by applying minoxidil to their face. Minoxidil is a compound that is made to actually stimulate hair follicle growth, and it's most commonly used by people experiencing male pattern baldness. But a group of guys that actually experimented with it and had a lot of success growing beards on their face, so I was sold. I started taking minoxidil around this time 2016, and I used it for a little over a year. Now I started getting results within a couple weeks. You could almost immediately see those vellus hairs starting to form, those little baby hairs, right? And then after a few months, they started turning into adult, fully grown, mature hairs. So I was very excited and I wanted to continue with it and see how far I could take it. Now things started to change and I ultimately decided to quit taking minoxidil. And there's a few reasons why. The first reason is that I plateaued. I stopped seeing results. I was applying it twice a day, this foam minoxidil. I was applying it right as I woke up in the morning and right before I went to bed, just like I always had and like everybody recommended, but yet my results stopped. They completely halted. Now I know this happens from time to time to people, and it's knowledge in the community that you're supposed to just tough it out and you're in one of those plateau phases, and soon enough it will continue and you should see regrowth start to begin again, right? Now I would have just taken their word for it and continued, but I had a couple other reasons that stopped me from continuing with minoxidil. One of them was that I was experiencing pretty harsh hair fall. I was losing a lot of hairs on the top of my head, which is something that I'm not really cool with. Now they say it's just a shedding phase usually, and that's just the new hairs pushing out the old hairs, but this seemed to go on for 6-7 months and I was just not having it. I didn't like that one bit. One of the reasons is because my dad is bald, so I'm kind of expecting that to be my future, and I don't want to accelerate that process any faster than it has to be, right? But even other than that, I'm not sure that many guys are cool with seeing wads of hair in their hand when they're washing their hair in the shower and on their pillow when they wake up in the morning, right? So this was extremely discouraging and unmotivating, and just another reason on why I decided that it wasn't a good idea to continue with minoxidil. The next thing that stopped me from continuing minoxidil was that I was having chest pains. And this is something that I had read about from people who had experienced the same thing on their minoxidil journey, and they say it's just little palpitations. Minoxidil is known to accelerate your heart rate momentarily, and that may be so. Maybe it is a very temporary thing and something very minor not to worry about, but I'm a health freak and I am as paranoid as they come when it comes to my health, so this was a tad bit frightening to me and another reason on why I decided that it was not a good idea to continue. Alright, and so the next reason that I decided that I didn't want to continue was that I liked my look. I mean, I'm kind of known for having the defined face with the jawline, not to be cocky, but this is kind of just like the look that people are used to, and it's a little bit different. You start to see everybody having beards now because it's just kind of the in thing. It's the 2018, 2019 thing, right? So I kind of just started to really like the idea of just being that clean-shaven guy, the nice clean-cut, clean-shaven guy with maybe just a little bit of stubble, and that was good for me. Now I know that other people have experienced the same side effects that I have and pushed through it, came through on the other side victorious, but that is just not a chance that I wanted to take. I couldn't imagine the thought of just continuing to lose my hair and it never stopping until I was completely hairless. So I just decided that I was better off just stopping and seeing if my hair would stop shedding and if my heart and my chest would start feeling normal again, right? Which it did. My hair stopped shedding and also my chest stopped hurting and I'm back to normal. And I did actually keep my gains. If I do choose to grow out my beard, I can get a little bit of a beard going. Nothing, lumberjack reminiscent, but I still get a little something going, something that I'm happy with. And if later down the road, I decide that I really just have to have a beard, I decided I'm just gonna save my pennies and get a beard transplant. So I'm not telling you that you need to stop immediately if you have any of these symptoms. And I don't want you to be afraid of it, because I know a lot of people have seamless transitions and experiences with minoxidil. But these are just some things to keep in mind. If you don't do well with paranoia and thinking about the what ifs, then you should probably just skip it and wait and see if you can grow one naturally on your own, or just save up and get the beard transplant. If you guys want to know more about minoxidil and minoxidil beard journeys, there's actually a community, a Facebook page, and I will link that down below. I think it's called the Minox Beard page or something like that, but go check that out. You can ask any question and you'll get an answer like that. So that's it, guys. That's my minoxidil update and why I decided to stop it. I hope that answers all your questions. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them. And until next time, peace out.